everyone! 안녕하세요, 여러분. Konnichiwa, minasan. K-Pop Kitty here with K-Pop Kingdom.
Hi everyone, Sarika, and I am K-Pop Kitsu of K-Pop Kingdom. So, Kitty, what's the topic of this?
So, we are actually filming our very first episode of Unpopular K-Pop Opinions. And this is one I'm not sure if it's as unpopular as people are making it out to be, or if we just happen to know that it's the negative comments more than the positive ones.
A quick warning, Kitty and I don't have the best of tempers.
No.
So, this is going to be 18 and up.
Yes. So just think Thai temper. It's probably the best. So we are going to be discussing the dating scandal of Pentagon's Eon and Hyuna. So I say scandal loosely because I honestly don't see it as a scandal, nor should anyone else. And honestly, it's confirmed they're dating anyways, so that kind of defeats the definition of a scandal. Mm-hmm. So there has been a lot of headlines in the last couple of days, which I'm sure everybody has seen, regarding rumors of a relationship and a confirmed relationship and cancellations of tickets to Pentagon's fan event and
cancellation of a fan signing
for Triple H and pretty much all promotions of Triple H and possibly Triple H itself have all been canceled due to irate fans. So I say fans loosely because one of the questions we're going to ask today is what makes a fan. And we'll get a little more into that later. Right now, we're going to kind of go into some of the discussions that have been going on. And I'm going to read a couple different headlines, as well as some interesting comments that I've seen from fans. So, I have a separate monitor to kind of help me with everything. And I do have a bunch of the headlines up. Some of them are from All K-Pop. I've seen them on YouTube. I've seen them on Senpai. Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. So kind of all over.
I haven't seen any on Korea Boo, but I've been seeing a lot of them shared on Facebook as well.
So just to go into a few of the titles, and I have more for later because I'm going to go through the irony that everybody's so upset now. Mm-hmm. But hundreds of fans cancel their tickets to Pentagon's fan club event following the multiple dating news. So the multiple dating news would be rumors involving, well, one of them is not a rumor, the confirmed ex-relationship of Huey, and then a rumor involving Yuto. We'll get more into that.
We'll come back to those.
Hyuna apologizes, which is silly, and says thank you on Instagram after her official dating news. Breaking, Hyuna and Pentagon's Eon officially admit they've been dating for 2 years.
Let's keep in mind, by the way, 2 years. Pentagon hadn't even debuted yet.
Cube Entertainment responds to Pentagon's Huey and G-Idol Sujin did date but are now broken up.
Do you have a feeling that one was probably when one of them was still pre-debut?
Who knows? I don't want to speculate on anything. We're just going to go over some of the facts and then some of the opinions we have regarding people's behavior. So, netizens are calling Pentagon the rookie idol group with 3 dating scandals in one day and leave hate comments. This is probably my favorite title because it is the most absurd.
Yes.
First off, we're giving out titles now because, wow, I would have some interesting titles on my name.
So would I.
The rookie idol group with 3 dating scandals in one day. Whew.
That's gotta be a world record.
I know, right? Man.
Guinness, where you at?
Cube, what you doing? Call up Guinness. right. So, Cube confirms cancellation of Triple H's weekend music show performances and end of Retro Future promotions. Triple H canceled their fan sign scheduled event for this weekend. Triple H canceled their scheduled show music core and, oh my goodness, Inkigayo appearances this week. So I'm going to leave the other titles for later.
Yep.
So, and we still have comments.
Oh, yes.
Some very fun comments. Some comments that I am looking forward to discussing so much.
Yes, you guys just saw me roll my eyes. Yes. I'm going to do that a lot.
Insert a Mark meme here. Like,
lucky I don't have anything to drink. I'd be pulling a 10.
Honestly, I was going to sit here. I thought about getting tea. No lie. I thought we should each have a glass of tea.
Drink yourself. Oh, sorry.
So, anyways, the hat is so I can kind of just,
something a little happier.
That moment when I get too annoyed, I'll just, like, pull it down. Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
Y'all aren't going to see that.
Y'all ain't going to see my real face there for a moment. So. Whew.
What title to start with?
Man. I don't even know.
Yes,
okay.
I keep looking over there because, hey, I have to look at these articles too.
So, plus, you know, they got pictures of Hyuna, Huey, and Edon up there, and do they look good?
Yes.
All three of them. Like,
yes. Huey is my Pentagon UB. Edon's my bias wrecker. And Hyuna's been one of my crushes since her days as a Wonder Girl.
All three of them are gorgeous.
Yes.
Hashtag real life goals. Yo. Can I be plastic?
Yeah.
Girl.
Since, you know, people want to try to pull Barbie doll here.
So we'll go into those comments later. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic, which is, you know, common for poor me. Kitty. Wandering disease. But, woo. All right. Let's get into this. So, I want to back up about a week ago before we really get into the dating scandal itself. So, an article actually came out 6 days ago stating that fans were uncomfortable with Hyuna's excessive skinship towards both Huey and Edon in the Triple H promotions, but particularly with Edon and how uncomfortable he looked.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Mr. Pot! So, SAO abridged, anyone? Okay, anyways. So, I went on at that time, and I usually don't comment. In fact, I think that was my first time commenting.
It was.
On All K-Pop. And I shared some links. I didn't make any comments. I said, I'm just going to put this out there in the universe. And there were clips of Edon speaking about Hyuna in a loving manner as far as she's a great Nuna, you know.
She takes good care of them.
And honestly, all of the members saying the same thing. So I put that out there in the universe to kind of demonstrate that I didn't think that he was uncomfortable with her behavior. Particularly because, as Kitsu will know, I hadn't had exposure to Triple H prior to their Retro Future MV that came out. I knew Pentagon. I knew Hyuna. I did not know that they had activities that involved the Huey, Edon, and Hyuna. Didn't know anything about Triple H, had seen one of the MVs, but honestly didn't even realize who it was in them. Because they, you know, look phenomenal, but completely different from their usual stage personas. So it was really my first interaction with them and understanding who the members were and seeing them interact on a more personal level. And I said it to her, not knowing anything about them, that I thought there was real chemistry between Hyuna and Edon.
And I watched 365 So Fresh, I watched it and I picked up on it instantly. I'm like, So it's either she's with Huey or she's with Edon. And I was like, I watched more of it. I'm like, nope, she's hanging all over Edon. It's Edon she's with.
So I think people detach themselves from reality, even when there are obvious signs, and choose to believe what they want to believe, which, I mean, okay, that's fine. I'm not here to judge people. What I'm here to do is shed light on the actions that people really need to think about, that they are performing, that they're doing. My biggest complaint in this whole situation is that idols feel it necessary to apologize for dating, getting sick, having to cancel a tour because of some unforeseen event. I can understand apologizing just because they want to, but they feel this need, like people are going to dislike them, hate them for doing things that other people have to do. Taking a break because they injured themselves. Honestly, go ahead.
Or, and speaking of injuries, or something they've already been through, i.e., an example, a car accident. Those injuries, scars, wounds, they stick with them and they do affect their health and well-being. Ask Kitsu how that's going for him, because he's got to sit out for Super Junior's line of comebacks and promotions.
It's very frustrating and heartbreaking for me to see the idols that genuinely feel this guilt over something that's so natural. Apologies have been rolling in. Lee Took was in the hospital with gallbladder inflammation, and he went on to apologize. And I don't understand the apology in getting sick. You certainly didn't want to get sick. To get injured. And honestly, when it comes to the dating scandal, you can't help who you develop feelings for. You can't help who you fall in love with. And I have seen a lot of mixed comments using each other for boosting their reputation, which clearly wouldn't work, obviously, with everything that's going on. But I don't understand it. Now, you have a young woman and a young man who are both human and who have been spending a lot of time together, and you're angry that in that time they spent together, they developed feelings for each other.
Yes, and from what I have seen of different videos and things like that, they've known each other for 7 years. He actually filled in for her original partner when Troublemaker was promoting, because he was out. He filled in for her, and they got to know each other even more from that.
I have a hard time with all these hate comments that are being left, and we're going to go more in depth to the technical side of everything, because I've seen comments even as far as it's the end of Pentagon, it's the end of Cube, obviously it's the end of Triple H, and kind of an in-depth analysis of it. Stock prices plummeted.
I feel like it's the stock market crash of 1929.
Yeah. People are making a huge deal out of honestly something that's really nothing. So I've heard it's a cultural thing a lot, that I can't understand the Korean culture. And I've spoken with some of my Korean friends who do not feel that way. about the situation. And then I've seen the comments of these other Korean fans who clearly do. And maybe as opposed to just kind of rambling about it, I should go ahead and read a couple of these comments because some of them are quite atrocious.
Yes.
And some of them do have some foul language, so hence, again, the 18 and up warning. I'm doing pretty well to keep my mouth in check, but it's going to get really foul here in a second.
It's getting ready to get ugly.
So let's go to hundreds of fans cancel their tickets to Pentagon's fan club event following the multiple dating news.
Let me just say, that's just ridiculous in itself. It really is.
But there has been rumors, so therefore unconfirmed, and I will not speculate as to whether they're true or not. There has been rumors that those cancellations actually took place before the dating scandals began. So if that is in fact the case, then it's just a mere coincidence. However, if they did occur after, then that is just really sad.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, if you don't want your ticket, please give it to me, because I would love to go.
Same here.
And on a complete side note, and I will happily show the receipt to anyone that asks, I totally ordered another Pentagon CD today. Yep, just to show that there are still fans that love them. I wanted them to see.
Shine is one of my mostly played songs, so.
Yep. Yep. So let's go into, there are positive comments too, so let me just say not everybody's as bad. But from what I've seen, it's become like this international versus Korean war, because anybody that makes a positive, like, it's natural to date comment is getting said foreigners won't understand. International fans won't understand. You're not a real fan because you don't go to their fan meets and concerts, and which isn't even fair, because I can't tell you how many people K-pop, KCON, New York, was sold out, right?
Yeah. And
the tickets to get backstage access to actually have interactions with these people were $1,200 a piece.
Yes. And
you know what? If I hadn't had my father's wedding that weekend, I would have been there with that.
We would have been on a road trip to New York.
Girl, I would have happily driven. Instead, I drove 22 hours to Missouri as opposed to driving, 12 hours north to New York. I got to be there for my dad's wedding, so I don't want him to love you if you watch this. But
I don't know if you guys keep up with the economy here, but that's not money that people have got like that.
No, not really. And honestly, I would have maxed out my credit cards happily and enjoyed every second of it.
Yep.
Girl, that NCT performance.
And
the Stray Kids, girl.
And Pentagon's performance.
Oh, I know.
On that subject.
Ooh. Well,
would have loved to have been in the audience for that.
I will be there next year.
Oh, yes.
Be there or be square.
And no one wants to be a square.
All right. Sorry with the NCT memes. Forget it. All right. I knew this would happen. That's why I wasn't happy they admitted it. It's kind of selfish to the other members, because even if you don't like it, K-pop is based on open fans fetishing over you. That's how you rise, just stating facts. Date quietly. So ultimately lie to us.
Okay, wait, time out. First of all.
Get it, girl.
First of all, that's what did it. You guys can't handle it. You cannot handle your idols dating. So they really have no choice but to sit there and lie to your face.
They've been dating for 2 years, and rumors just occurred. So
this is SM 2014 at the start. Taeyoon and Baekhyun. They were sitting there swapping messages via, I want to say, Twitter. And the fans started reading more into it, finally figuring out that, oh yeah, these two probably got something going on. They would have been more than happy to say, hey guys, this is what it is, if you didn't act like this. But you act like this, they're not going to tell you anything. They're going to blatantly lie to you.
And I've seen so many comments. Some people say, lie to us. Some people want the truth, but then they don't like the truth. Well, the truth hurts. Tough shit. Oh. Kitty.
Cursing meter 1. A famous movie quote goes like this. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. And that's exactly how fans are acting.
The rest of the comment went on to say Pentagon was on the rise, but now this is going to negatively affect them. They are not like EXO, where they have a big public recognition and fan base to recover. Potential future fans will read the scandals and reluctantly stand them.
Wait, hold on. Since you're pulling one of my bias groups in. All right. EXO had a number of scandals, and it wasn't just dating. Half of you so-called XOLs were running when Chris, Tao, and Luhan filed for contract ending. You were upset at Chris especially, saying, oh, you betrayed your brothers. The boy got tired. Same thing here. You're up wanting to run pretty much because you can't handle. He fell in love.
And I've seen a lot of comments just calling him, like, horny and this, that, and the other. And honestly, I don't even know how you can say that. Because first off, he's a young man. That's totally true. But...
no offense, on, but...
yeah. Still love you.
But you're a guy.
It's not just a guy. It's a healthy, normal reaction. But... yes, a young man who works all the time is going to have their frustrations, and we'll leave that one there. But to top it off, you don't know if he has true feelings. You aren't that person. You aren't close to that person. You have no idea. So to just assume that it's because he's this horny youth is like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. Where'd you get your information?
I call double standard much?
Can I
Can I see your sources?
Right. Can I have your ESP?
Mine's supposed to be on the fritz.
Right? My channel's broken. There's no ESPN in this house.
Yeah.
Sorry, ESPN joke. Anyway. All right. Let's see. In response to that, I was thinking the same thing. I'm okay with them dating. I don't really care. Their lives, after all. What I don't find fair is that many other idols that are much more famous literally have dating prohibited in their contracts. I just hope this doesn't affect Pentagon a lot. So, let's go into these contracts. Hold on. Excuse me.
Next on the list.
Let's just, yeah, you can't even see, but no. There's really not anything on it. It was scribbles from earlier. But, these contracts.
These contracts, though.
Look, I'm not going to go into contract length and the conditions in which the contract... You can't date.
That's
I know, girl. So, all right. Let's face it, a lot of these boys get into their contracts before they, in our country, can even legally sign these contracts. Some of them are 11, 12,
13,
right.
14, 10
and we've definitely had 10
men, 14.
Men, no, Mint, go stand over there. We ain't dealing with you in this conversation. We're gonna just sidestep that whole. I need Jesus. All right.
But what Kitty is saying is, here in the U.S., their parents would still have to sign off for them. For you guys in Korea, that's not really a thing.
Well, it's not even just that they would sign off on them. They have to sign, but even then, you can't legally hold them to a contract because they're under 18.
Mm-hmm.
So, if any time before they're 18 they wanted out of it, technically they can still get out of it. And once they hit 18, they would actually have to sign a contract themselves stating it. So, for these young men who get into contracts early on in their lives and sign away their life to be told that they can't date. When you're younger, that doesn't seem like a big deal. And particularly, I mean, even when you're older, because they're so focused on their music careers and everything, I'm not saying that that's not a possibility to sign it at an older age, but it's a lot easier to get into these contracts when you're younger and you're like, oh, well, I'm not interested in girls anyways.
Yeah, I've got my whole life ahead of me. I've got time to think about that. And it's the same thing for the female idols, too. They're like, yeah, I'm not really into boys yet. I've got some time. You know, they don't think about that.
But I've seen articles in which it talks about these women who are idols and in contracts until they're 35 to 45. Actresses and, some of the older idol members from bands that literally sign away their entire life. By that point in their life, they can't even have children if they want to.
Yeah.
To think that you really expect them to sign away their whole future to not live their life at all. Or, let me rephrase, to live their life for their fans. I've seen comments of, well, these fans buy hundreds of CDs to boost their chart numbers and to get entries into a drawing for a fan meet, and you guys don't do that, so you don't understand. You guys don't really spend money on them. I saw one comment, it was, you guys just watch MVs on YouTube and think that you're a fan. Hold up, do I need to bust out my albums? Wait, can we look at the posters on my wall? Why am I recording this? Hold up.
I'm sorry. There's something you guys missed. You may think we all just sit on YouTube and watch a few MVs, but once, even just an MV, we want to know who these guys are. We want to know.
Quiz me. Look, y'all don't want to play. And I only honestly got into K-pop in February. And I probably know more about 90% of K-pop than a lot of these fans who have been fans for 10 years. Because not only I'm a multi-fandom, obviously a little biased, hence the NCT memes. NCT was the band that got me into K-pop. And I fell very hard down that rabbit hole. Whew! Like, I hit the bottom and I think I broke something. So.
And guess what, guys? She still got a ways to go. She hit the first floor. She hasn't hit the rest.
I don't know. Come on now, girl.
Then again, yeah. I'm a multi-fandom. The bands that got me into K-pop, sadly, have disbanded, which would be some of the queens, the legends, Wonder Girls, Girls' Generation, 2NE1, 4-Minute.
But how many new fans can say that they even know their music of these groups that have already disbanded? So that's why I kind of find it insulting when it's like, you aren't a real fan, because I don't think people realize how much I immerse myself. Kitsu understands.
Mm-hmm.
But how much I immerse myself in K-pop every single day in order to be able to record videos like this and to make FMVs and to write blog posts, which I do, about these different members and bands, and to design a website that I run completely on my own and design pages in which have profiles for band members and profiles for all the different bands. And when I say all the different bands, I'm not just talking the big bands like BTS and EXO. I'm talking about W24 and
VAV.
TRC and G. And some of the bands that I follow have 100 members on YouTube. And to say that I don't spend money, first off, let's not get into how much money I spend on NCT stuff.
Nope, we not doing that.
I am not guilty of having pre-ordered Chain, with all the member versions. How much was that, girl? It was like $300.
Girl.
Nope.
You ain't doing
So,
that.
and honestly,
the comment about we don't spend as much.
that's what I was just gonna say.
This one over here, love her to death. She's a part of Stray Kids fandom.
Mm-hmm. So I have a 0th generation Stray Kids official membership.
Where you guys in Korea and everywhere else on that side of the world can get it either cheaper shipping or no shipping. That doesn't apply here in the U.S.
I pay 3 times as much for my membership than for a Korean fan. And honestly, I don't even get the benefits of it. Because that card is used for fan meets and concerts and activities that are in Korea. Mm-hmm. And I live in the U.S. I literally just wanted to be a part of the fan club and be a 0th generation member and be able to have that pride. And I spent $65 to have that, to sign up for it and to have it shipped over here for me to have no perks from it. Other than the fact that I got the photo card set, which I was thrilled about because I wasn't even expecting that. Honestly, I was just expecting my fan card. So that was an awesome bonus for me. And I still spent that money.
If I had it, I would have signed up for Pentagons.
Mm-hmm. I would have too, girl. But I keep, NCT runs me broke. I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
So, having come in February and immediately falling in love with NCT and like, hey, I have to have every CD, every version of every CD, both versions of Empathy, all 10 versions of Chain. Yeah, that's not cheap. Whew.
No, that's not cheap. And by the way, she also collects collects manga, and that in itself wasn't cheap.
True. So, but I mean that's like a completely side
topic.
I spent a lot of money on trying to immerse myself more. I did pre-order the Stray Kids CD, and I did order another Pentagon CD. And
also, too, something else, and I've heard not only that one comment, but in other places, when they say us international fans don't immerse ourselves in the culture, a lot of us learn Hangul so we can be able to talk to not only you guys, but to the idols themselves.
Mm-hmm. In the hopes that when they come over here for a concert, and girl, Day 6 is coming, and they're going to be in Pennsylvania. I so want tickets to this concert. I don't even know if it's sold out. I can't find any information on it, and I'm like dying. I would love to go to this concert. So don't say that I don't go to concerts because
she loves concerts. Ooh. She lives for them, and so do I.
Ooh. So, sidetrack. There's that left.
Yep, there's that left again.
But to say we're not real fans or to say we don't immerse ourselves in the culture is completely absurd and kind of a narrow-minded aspect of it. If I lived in Korea, which is ultimately my goal, I would definitely be somebody to attend these fan meets and to constantly attend concerts and to completely immerse myself in that aspect as well. So that's my little tangent there about the fans comment.
Oh, it's going to be a long video. We just going to warn you now.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got a lot to say.
And hopefully some people will watch it. If not, well, at least I got to vent. But, in response to some of them literally have dating prohibited in their contracts, there was a very extreme comment. We'll put the anger bubble on my hat now. You might be okay with it, but I hope their career ends after this. I can't believe these Pentagon scrubs have the nerve to try to ruin G-Idol when they just debuted. Screw them. They deserve every hate they get. First off, people really need to learn English if you're going to bitch in English. Mm-hmm. I almost didn't say it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to say it. If you're going to sit there and bitch in English, then learn to actually speak or type in English. I cannot tell you how many grammatical... Sorry, everybody. Minoring in English. Forgive me. I've been in English courses off and on for the last 7 years at college trying to get my degree. Woo! So, yes. But there's punctuation issues, spelling issues, improper sentence structure, missing capitalization, I's not even capitalized in a sentence. There's no period at the end. All right. We're going to continue on.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a spicy comment right there. Pentagon scrubs.
Calling somebody a scrub.
I don't want no scrub.
Thank you, because exactly what I was thinking.
A scrub is can't get no love from me.
First of all, I'm
sorry, guys.
I'm pretty sure
I'm distracting her.
Most of Pentagon, because I want to sing just as well. Most of Pentagon probably, like all groups, they probably travel together. So we can take the car equation out of that because, hey, all groups travel together. No love. I'm pretty sure our lovely young lady from Seattle, she loved Huey dearly. But, we don't know what happened. Schedules probably got busy. Crystal and Kai.
Well, we can't speculate on that either. Hold on. That's their business.
Mm-hmm. We don't know what happened.
They could have been happy together and fans ruined it for them. Or they could have been miserable together and they decided to go their own ways. And now people are throwing it in their face. So, I'm going to leave that one there. Leave that out in the universe. Mm-hmm. Like a butterfly. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little butterfly. Miraculous ladybug. I'm so sorry, guys.
I thought of Pentagon.
Oh, God.
The end.
All right.
But I love the comment after that.
At least don't get caught. At least don't make it a scandal to be dating someone. Amen.
One more time for the people in the back.
Amen.
Because I don't think they heard you.
All right. I will never understand how fans feel they are entitled to tell two consenting adults if they can date or not, and then manipulate their idols' lives by doing petty crap like this. I really hope someone explains this concept to me. Okay. It's because the people complaining are not actual adults, preteens and teens. That does not make it okay, but this is not mature behavior. True.
Good point.
I like this one. They really needed to have mandatory classes in South Korea for these age groups so they can learn they aren't entitled to someone's emotional attachment and body because they do things, attend concerts, buy gifts and merch, etc. for said individual. Preach it!
God,
can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah. First of all, it's not even Sunday and we taking people to church. My mom has always told me gifts do not always win you over. It's what a person does. It's how they respect you, how they treat you. That ultimately is like, oh yeah, you're some of them. Yeah, I like you.
But y'all act like they were prostitutes. I'm just saying. Y'all are treating them like prostitutes, not idols. Well, I paid for you, so you damn well ain't gonna do jack without me. They are... And then y'all want to call them horny, like, the hoe I paid for is acting like a hoe. What the fuck?
I mean...
I'm not calling y'all idols hoes. I'm just saying this is the
mentality.
The strange mentality that
you
people
treat them
have.
like escorts.
You treat them like property, and then you treat them lower than an animal because at least an animal you show love. You call buying them gifts and attending their concerts showing them love, but
the minute something like this happens. You
cancel tickets and act a fool like you ain't got
practically
no common sense.
You practically treat them like trash. You throw them away.
Alright. Let's try to get through a couple more of these.
Okay. Oh wait, I saw one that actually interested me. Companies and idols entertain this behavior so classes won't help. Okay, so she and I have other aspirations, and one of them is to open and run a maid cafe.
Right. An Akihabara styled maid cafe here in the States with traditional Akihabara style service. Because we do not have good customer service in the US.
We really don't.
Girl.
That's a whole nother video.
Yep. We'll just leave that alone.
So you're saying that the entertainment companies and the idols entertain this behavior. Newsflash. When you walk into a maid cafe, what do you think they're gonna do? Their job is to roughly flirt.
You're selling a service. You're selling an image. But if you think that these people aren't going to go home and have a relationship, it's beyond absurd.
You're delusional.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if I had a customer and it's my job to interact with them, be playful, be flirty. Hi, Goshinjin-sama. I'm going to do exactly my job.
Irashaimase, Goshinjin-sama.
Yes, we have, for 8 years we've done this?
Hi. Tell them.
Yeah, give or take. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we have known each other for that long as well. So if you notice we act very similar, that's why.
Alright.
That one.
This one or the one below?
That one, that first one, exactly.
Okay. Exactly, and they were dating for 2 years, and those so-called fans still supported them back then, so what's changed? The false fantasy that their oppa isn't going to be theirs? LOL. I hate fans like that. Support them for their music, not for their dating status.
Where's the gospel choir when you need them?
Tail.
Tail, Ha-chan, we need to borrow y'all for a minute.
We need those heavenly high notes. Aw, Senpai didn't notice you.
Aww.
How sad.
Very sad.
So, not to sell myself out, not to throw myself under the bus, but I'm going to do it just for the purpose of this. So, I have a very long bias list that's constantly being wrecked. I just can't deal with y'all. Why are y'all messing up my world?
I'm laughing over here, but I've got the same problem she does, because I'm just like, I'm going to need y'all.
You were a little more selective than me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I thought I was selective at the beginning, and then just everything went to, hell in a handbasket. All right.
With the butt. Pink butt.
So, you may see on my wall, not saying I'm biased, yes, my UB is on the wall, and I honestly think he is the cutest flippin' thing in the entire world. Though Mark Lee is messing up my world right now, and I need him to stay in a box, like 50 feet away, with it taped, chained, and paper wrapped, so I can't see him. But this one here messes up my world too. So I think he's adorable, and honestly, if you aren't watching NCT Life's Hot and Young, you really should. But, shameless plugging. I'm okay.
My UB, he's not in this. Well, he is in the picture, but he's a little further up. He's in the post. And from the first time I saw him, I'm like, oh, you're going to be one of those. Okay. Hook, line, sinker. The boy's got me. I can literally say the boy's got me wrapped around his finger. Breaks into a smile, acts dumb, acts goofy, that's it. I'm just like, I can't stand you. I like you a lot. Can't stand you, though. Point being, if it comes out...
He's a perfect 10.
Really? You had to do it.
Beep, beep.
If it comes out that he finds his special person, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna hurt. But I'm like, I hope she treats you right, because
if she breaks your heart, I'm flying to Korea.
And I feel that way for all of them, actually.
Honestly, yeah. Like, and it's not just NCT. I have become very protective over all of them. I wish them all the happiness in the world. Every last one of them, including this one on the wall, all of my NCT babies, and every other idol out there.
Male or female. They deserve it. They do.
They work hard, and if you guys really understand what goes into their day, you should be a lot more supportive. And I'm talking more than just spending money, but supportive of everything that they do.
Everything that they go through. As we pointed out earlier.
Lack of sleep. The diets they go on to keep this perfect image that people place on them.
18-hour practices. I still remember to this day, and I'm celebrating 4 years of being an XOL. I still remember the photos that came out before the whole split with EXO of them in the probably what would be the cloud room, laying on the floor in chairs, passed out, tired, because they had worked themselves to exhaustion.
And there have been idols who have collapsed on stage from the extreme diets they go on, from overwork.
Some of them have health issues, and all that just made it worse. The Jung sisters, Crystal and Jessica, both of them are anemic. So the diet, the work hours, I would expect them to drop a couple of times.
And there have been idols who go on to talk about how they keep their slim shape. And I've always been impressed because they definitely have more willpower than me. But talking about waking up earlier than they have to, earlier than their schedules, to go do an hour of cardio in the morning every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, getting up regardless if they're sick or hurt or anything, and going to the gym and working out for an hour, doing cardio for an hour, some of them strength training, starving themselves, the extreme diets of just, a shake, or the IU diet, or the banana diet, or
paper cup diet.
And still have to have the energy to go into dance practices and practice for hours and go perform on a concert and go do interviews and go to photo shoots and travel and not sleep and...
Oh, all while smiling.
Because y'all get hells pissed if your idol doesn't smile at you. And then this is the thing that really kills me. People get so offended by Sasang fans, which I do too. But then you act like a crazed fan.
Why get offended by someone who does the extreme when you're doing just the same thing?
Right.
The only thing you aren't doing is the stalking, and I can't even say that because some of you might.
Well, and honestly, if you're sitting there making such a big deal about the fact that you go to the fan meets and you go to the concerts and you do this and you do that, and that makes you that much better, is that not really stalking? I mean,
yeah,
it kind of is.
Some of you should be in school, and half of you are at a fan meet, at a concert.
But I'm not condemning that behavior. What I'm saying is it seems highly hypocritical to be angry at people for treating your idol poorly, but you're treating them poorly. You're talking about this rookie idol group is making a issue and causing a scandal, and they're not doing anything abnormal. They're not doing anything bad. They're not doing anything that should be condemned. And yet you're treating them like they're this horrible person for doing something completely natural.
You're treating them like somebody during the medieval ages that should have been burned at the stake.
At least don't make it a scandal to be dating somebody. We're all going back to this one. Then stop targeting delusional fans with the image that your idols are available. I don't know why people are blaming the fans. It's the fans' choice to spend money on them or not. Leaving the fandom or staying is their choice. You kids don't understand how the business works. Okay, it is their choice whether they leave the fandom or not. I didn't say anything about them leaving the fandom, though I did say it was stupid to get rid of those fan meet tickets. But my issue is that you are then trashing them and talking negatively about them for being human. You aren't just walking away. It is your choice. It is your choice to... You can feel hurt. You can be disappointed. And you can walk away from that fandom if you want. Though, in my opinion, that means you weren't as big of a fan as you made it out to be to begin with. Because I will never walk away from NCT. And honestly, if they ever break up, I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I feel... Girl, hold up. Nope.
We're going to give her a minute. But from the veteran here, from the elder, I have stuck with EXO from debut. Through all of it, from dating scandals to lawsuits, and I still love and support both current members and former members.
Because that's love. You don't, whether they're not a member or not, whether they're a member of the band or not, you still support them because you love them.
Mm-hmm. Those will always be my boys. Always.
It doesn't just, love is not something that just turns off and on because of something you don't agree with.
Also, the ones of you that say we don't understand the business, and the we is general. We do, because our own music industry, sex sells. And you guys do the exact same thing. Using Hyuna for an example. Even when she was a Wonder Girl, she was pretty much what caught your attention when she left Wonder Girls and joined for a minute. First person you saw, Hyuna. Because that's what I want to say she was center, and I think she was. I know roughly the position she was. She was the person you saw. Her image is roughly similar, to kind of pull it across the water, very similar to Rihanna's. She's supposed to be sexy. She's supposed to be, you're supposed to think you can get her. That's what she wants you to think. It's kind of like what a maid does in the cafe. We want you to think that, oh, you have a chance, when realistically you really don't. It's all about branding and packaging and knowing what works in an industry. Models do it all the time. They look pretty for a reason, because that's what they want you to think. So, if you guys don't seem to get that, put that all together and go, you know what? It's meant to be this way. My chances are slim to none. That's on you, really. It really is.
So, we're going to try to go through a couple of these really quick so we can kind of wrap up. Hopefully keep it at about an hour. Hopefully. Here's one. You don't see how serious this is. Those vile animals could impregnate Hyuna or any other girls there. That would end their careers. Think of us, how us fans feel. Sorry, but this is karma. You reap what you sow. Okay. Let's go with that.
You want to go for this one?
No, I'm just going to keep going. Cube needs to do some damage control, though. Get rid of Pentagon. Let Hyuna walk after her contract expires, since, like SNSD, really? Her days are over. Then focus on promoting their biggest draw, B2B, CLC, and G Idol. Okay, sure. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
gotta hella agree with that.
I like this one. For netizens, there is always a but. It's okay to date, but don't get caught. It's okay to date, but not this early in their career. This but is just an excuse for them to condemn things they don't like just because they don't like it. Edon and Hyuna were dating before Pentagon even debuted. That means that throughout all of his promotions, Edon was dating Hyuna. Obviously, he wasn't too distracted and worked hard for promoting because they've come pretty far for rookie idols, especially with the fame from Shine recently. It's ridiculous to use the excuse of focusing on promotions to condemn their relationship because he's been doing perfectly fine so far. He is one of the most popular Pentagon members, and he's worked hard on his music promotions for Pentagon and Triple H. He's not been distracted by dating at all, so I don't know where these people get their reasoning from. Shake my head, these netizens.
I agree with that.
So ignorant to think that they can't manage a personal life and work at the same time. They expect them to sing about breakups and being in love, yet they think that actually having those experiences means they can't work as idols. This whole oppa is mine thing that fangirls project is just so disgusting. We're gonna cut that one short. Some of these are just great.
Yes, they are.
Somebody saying the tickets were canceled about a week ago, so it's false information. Y'all are crazy.
Oh yeah, remember that one comment somebody called Hyuna an old hag?
Yeah, which is just
ridiculous in itself.
Yep. Oh, I love this one. Cube. We need some media play to hype up Triple H's new song. Let's start a dating scandal to boost Pentagon and Edon's image too. Pentagon fans, you're canceled. Time to stand SF9. And then it's a meme of somebody trying to stop a soda bottle from overflowing. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Not true, but funny. Shame on Cube to let psycho fans damage the idols. Hey. They said it.
They said it, not us.
Yeah, you know. It's a proven formula. If you date, then your fans leave you. That's why actresses wait until late 30s and maybe 40s to get married.
Oh, can't wait to find that one that wanted to drag, SM into the whole equation.
Oh, that was fun. I don't even remember which thread that was on.
I know it was BTS related. I do know that much. Oh, wait. I know which thread that was on.
Which one was it?
That one was the one with J-Hope. His apartment.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's
another subject.
Yep. Man. Anyways, we can cut the comments there because I did want to make a last more factual statement just to show how quick people are to jump to incorrect information and to condemn people and all of that. Actually, I have a couple quick points. One, all of y'all know, all fans know, that if your idol walked up to you and asked you out on a date, you would be there like white on rice.
On a paper plate on a snow day. We are not, because...
I'm sorry, let me get my phone. How do I unlock this thing? Kitsu. Take it. You'd be like, Kitty, you don't even have a lock on your phone.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Girl, it's just a screensaver of Lucas. Unlock it. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. Slide.
Yep.
Ignore my Lucas screensaver. Oh, ignore my Lucas background. Well, Lucas and Mark, but
Oh, yeah, I'd be in trouble too, because it'd be like, oh, unlocks the lock picture. Oh, it's Kun, Ten, and Doyoung. Oh, okay. Unlocks phone. Oh, it's a picture of Ten. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You pretend like you didn't see that.
So, y'all are just mad because, yes, oppa is no longer attainable. And you have no idea what the future brings anyways. But let's face it, any of us having a chance with any of these idols is highly unrealistic to begin with and is highly delusional. I'm not gonna lie, I still think about it.
So do I.
But it is still delusional.
But you fans want to stir up a bunch of, drama-rama because you're jealous. You got a whole lot of jealousy. I mean, I'm playing right now. In the vocal department, I'm playing.
You didn't see the
Oh, yeah, T. I'm good at throwing them song titles out. I mean, you want to put two people who, we don't know for certain, but we can just say genuinely care for each other in a spotlight, all because you can't handle it. What's the point? Pin mustache.
So, my next point is all this talk about Cube is finished and how the stock market plummeted. I don't think people actually understand how stocks work. And I don't think anybody that said that, including all K-pop, no offense, did their research. Because the stocks have actually been down since before the dating scandals began and are actually up at the moment, though they do go down throughout the day. It's kind of how a stock market works, but So, honestly, if you look at the trend over the last year for the stock market, they are still up from where they were last year. They are down from promotions with Shine. However, they have been down, and honestly, they were at their lowest 9 days ago, if you look it up. So, that was before the rumors even began. That was when people were, before people were saying that Edon was uncomfortable with Hyuna. So, y'all are just throwing stuff out there now. Like, trying to cause a mess. But I think before people attack and leave the fandom and act a fool, they really need to think and consider their actions and who they're really hurting by doing so. And if you really love these idols, what has honestly changed? They are no less attainable than they were before. Sorry, Hyuna. but you're mad because he has a girlfriend. There's no telling what the future is going to bring. They could break up. They could get married. But right now they're dating, and that's a fact of life, and move on with your life. They were unattainable to begin with, and this delusion that oppa is mine is like, I might joke about it sometimes. Like, no, she did not just look at my man like that. However, I'm realistic about the fact that I'll be lucky if I meet NCT, let alone talk to them, because honestly, if I meet them, I'm probably going to be like, are you okay?
If she doesn't pass out first.
That's true. I could hyperventilate and just be like, Kitty checked out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But to meet them would be an honor, and to ever have the opportunity, even in my wildest dreams there, to go on a date with him would be amazing, and I would take up the offer immediately. And anybody that acts like you wouldn't,
you're
is
lying
a lying
to yourself.
Fool.
You're lying to yourself.
I said it a little more mean. That's really all I've got for this. I just had to vent because it is crazy the way people are acting.
It's been eating at us because it's ridiculous. For days. We've talked about it off camera.
I talked about it yesterday on camera.
It's just too ridiculous, guys. And Now, that's not really a good way to end this because, you know, we've got enough of that going on. That's for another video.
Alright. Fair enough. So, we're going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you if you have watched this far. Wow. I am impressed. Honestly, if you've watched this far, you should comment down below. I might put you in for a special raffle just because I'm shocked that you actually sat through all this griping, bitching, mumbling.
Shit talking.
Yeah. So I'll be impressed. And if you did, I'm dead serious. Comment down below. Whoever comments, I'll enter you into a raffle. If only one person comments, guess what? You win. So
yep, automatically.
There you go. That's life. That's how it is. What should they comment? Comment stan talent.
Yep.
You don't have to say who you stan. You can if you want. You can say stan whatever band, or you can say stan talent. So that's what I want y'all to comment down below. Comment anything else you want. I don't care if your opinion conflicts with mine. Feel free to comment it. If you're nasty, I'm gonna be nasty back.
You're warned. What? Everybody gets one. Tell them, kid. Family Guy jokes for 100, please.
Alright. So, yep, that's it. That's what I got.
Yep, that's what we got.
This is K-Pop Kitty.
And K-Pop Kitsu.
Y'all have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.